Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, we will be looking at what should you do if you're feeling stuck. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you would like to book a private reading or a private Reiki session with me, you will also find the link for my website in the description box below. Okay. Spirit, for pile number 1, what should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck? And for pile number 2, what should pile number 2 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 2 do if they're feeling stuck? And for pile number 3, please, what should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck? Okay, we're going to turn these over in just a minute. I'm going to get your stones, and we're going to pick one of the stones from this box. You can see the stones in here. They're all turned over, and I'm going to close this so that I can't see what I'm choosing. Spirit, for pile number 1, could we please have a stone? We're asking, what should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck? Okay, and we're going to set it face down for now. Spirit, for pile number 2, what should pile number 2 do if they're feeling stuck? Okay, let's turn it that way. Okay, and for pile number 3, Spirit, what should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck, please? Okay, oops, okay. That one wasn't meant to be because it fell. Fell right out of my hand. Okay, for pile number 3, what should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck, please? Okay, and for pile number 3, let's get this out of the way. Okay, pile number 1, you have lamb, and your stone is laugh. Okay, lamb and laugh. Pile number 2, you have vulture, and your stone is blessing. Vulture and blessing. And for pile number 3, you have stingray, and your stone is learn. Okay, stingray and learn. There we go. Please take as long as you need choosing your pile, choosing your card, and I will see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the laugh stone, and you also have the lamb card. One of the first things I'm getting with this card is the earth sign here, indicating, and Spirit is telling me, that you need to find grounding somehow. Maybe you've been so worried about what's going on, or maybe more importantly, what is not going on, that you're getting a little caught up in your thoughts and you're not really thinking rationally. And so just kind of bring it down a little bit, calm down a little bit. And then also combined with that, with your laugh stone here, and the lamb, if you've ever seen the lambs, how they kind of hop around, and watching that, I don't know how you could not laugh at that, because it's just absolutely adorable. So Spirit really wants you, this is really important because you have these two together. Spirit wants you to maybe not take yourself or your situation so seriously, at least take a day off from really trying to figure things out. So maybe laugh a little bit, have some fun, go out and do something with your friends or your family, or even by yourself, and just try to enjoy the day or the evening or something. Maybe go to a concert, or go for a walk in the woods, or go to the ocean, or whatever it is that helps you kind of get grounded. But definitely do something lighter, do something fun. Also, what I'm getting from this card, Spirit wants you to have patience. Spirit is really wanting you to know that it's like you're on this path and you're going to get there. Okay, you're going to get there, but there's all these things that need to happen, all these things that need to line up. So if thoughts aren't clicking with you, you know, if you're not understanding things right away, just know that Spirit wants you to have patience. And along this journey, things are gonna start to come together, and you're gonna start to understand. Probably a little bit later on, you'll start to understand why things took so long. Another thing that I'm getting from this card is to listen, to meditate if you want to, if that resonates with you, but to really kind of quiet your mind. So first kind of laugh, have some fun, and then come back, quiet your mind, do some meditation, and just really try to find a sense of peace and a sense of calmness so that you can really start to listen to what the universe is trying to tell you. Okay, so let's see what else we find. We're going to go ahead and look at your oracle cards to start. Spirit, we're asking for pile number 1, please. What should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck? Okay, we have speak your world into being. What is it that you want? Are you clear with what you want, or are you just feeling stuck? So again, this goes back to clearing your mind and coming back, connecting to the earth, and really figuring out what do you want, what would make you happy. If you already know what you want, if you already know what would make you happy, then, you know, this card just seems so peaceful and calm, and especially with, you know, this looks like lavender down here. Right here, I think this is lavender. So again, we're getting this where we need to calm the mind. We need to calm our body, calm our spirit, so that we can actually think, so that you can speak what you want clearly, and then kind of move on from there. You need to be able to communicate also. So cleansing your energy, communicating what you want, whether that's, so communicate to spirit, communicate to the universe, and also communicate to other people. If this involves other people, then know that it's very, very important for you. Maybe you haven't been verbalizing what your needs are, verbalizing what you want to see happen. So just keep that in mind. That's pretty important here. And then we have new moon in Leo. I'm sorry, this was first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your mind. And then this is new moon in Leo and shine. So speak your mind. What is it that you want to see happen? And then shine. Spirit wants you to get out of the situation. Your soul wants you out of the situation. And I know you want to be out of the situation. Otherwise you probably wouldn't be looking at this reading. But look at all these sunflowers here. This is good news. This is growth. This is healing. This is coming out of this time of uncertainty, not knowing what to do, not knowing even how to think, having just kind of jumbled thoughts. So you're coming out of that. So just know that this is temporary. Like I said, there may be a lot of different aspects that you need to look at, roads you need to go down, but you're going to get there. Okay, and remember how happy the lamb is. So maybe just try to be less serious, even though it's a serious situation. Does that make sense? Try to just be a little more, and I just got calm, like take things, like be a little more calmer about the situation if that's possible. Okay, Spirit, what else would you like to tell pile number 1? What should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck? Grizzly bear strength. So have strength. Don't give up. Know that this isn't forever. This is a temporary situation. And look here, it's like the bear has a crown. And also this little, looks like a stuffed animal, reminds me of the lamb again. Get back to like a time of innocence, like laugh a little bit. Don't take things quite as seriously if that's possible. I know that's very difficult, especially when you're stressed out, but just something to think about. And again, look at another grounding card. The bear is sitting on the earth. This first card, they're sitting on the earth. And then obviously the sunflowers are coming from the earth. So definitely Spirit is saying grounding is very, very important for you. Okay, what else would you like to tell pile number 1, Spirit? Horse and freedom. You're not going to be in this situation forever. You're going to find answers. Especially listen to your intuition. You see this moon here? Listen to your intuition. Start moving forward. Remember, we have all these lines here that I said you might have to go through. And of course, I mean, you might not have to go through every single one of these. You know, you might go through here and then you have kind of an epiphany, or you might figure, you know, something kind of comes to light, you figure things out, and then you can kind of jump over here. Okay, so just know that you are going to start moving forward and you are going to gain freedom. And this whole experience, I believe, is going to make you stronger. It's going to make you learn how to handle something like this in the future, or, you know, where you're going to know how to tackle situations better or what to do in the future. Let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards. Spirit, we're asking for pile number 1. What should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 1 do if they're feeling stuck, please? Okay. We have the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords talks about moving away from a situation that is no longer working for you. What is it that's not working? Is there something that you thought was going to work? The situation just became so serious and so stringent is what I'm getting. It's time for you to move on. So how are you going to move on? Maybe this is why you're feeling stuck, because you don't know how to move on from this situation. So first we want, you know, do all the steps that we've talked about so far. And then really talk to Spirit, talk to your spirit guides. How you want to move on, but what do you want to do when you move on? Or do you need courage to move on? If you need courage to move on, try to, you know, get grounded and then try to see the lighter side of the issue. Maybe that's how strong you're going to be when you come out on the other side of this. We have the Fool. Look at these 2 cards. So moving away from a situation that's not working for you, starting something new, taking that leap of faith, knowing that you're meant to move on, even though you may not know why. Okay, we'll try to get more information about that, but this is really indicating that it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to take a chance. Maybe you're feeling stuck because you have fear. Maybe you're afraid to fall. Maybe you're afraid, if I take this leap of faith, I'm going to fall. But the thing is, what if you don't fall? What if you fly high? You know what I mean? So, of course, anytime we take a chance, anytime we take a risk, yeah, we could fall, but we could also shine. Okay, so don't forget that part of it. So try to, as you're moving forward, try to, you know, the Fool is very kind of happy-go-lucky, reminds me kind of a bit like the Lamb. So try to have more energy of the Fool, the energy of the Lamb, where, you know, I'm sure when the lamb's jumping around, sometimes they might have a misstep, But that's okay. That's all part of the learning process. That's what makes us stronger. Okay, then we have the Queen of Wands. Go after what you want. What is it that you're passionate about? And again, we have another sunflower here. Whatever this is, that if you have an idea of what you want to do, Spirit is really trying to tell you that luck is on your side with this idea that you have, or this idea that will come out of you getting grounded and starting to really think about what it is that you want. This could be like a renewed interest in a hobby, a career. This could be figuring out how to make something work together, kind of solving problems. This is also inspiring others, or maybe somebody else is inspiring you. This is having a vision and moving forward with that vision, putting things in place as you're walking through all these little lines and roads here, putting things in place that will take you to that next step. Okay, then we have the Ten of Cups, being happy. I don't really see you being happy right now. I mean, maybe you're not miserable, but I see you just kind of struggling with something, trying to figure something out, looking for the answers. See, we have this eye here and we have this eye here. You're really, really trying to figure something out, but it's like you're not seeing something. You want happiness. You want to feel secure. You want maybe to be more present for your family, for people around you. And you're feeling like you're not really living up to that right now because you're holding on to all of this unknown. And so once you start to put this vision into place, once you start to act on what it is that, once you take that step forward, because with the Fool here and the Six of Swords letting go, it seems like you might have an idea of how to get out of this situation, or maybe you know, okay, well, I want to do this to get out, but I don't know how to do that, okay? But Spirit is saying that it's definitely possible for you to figure that out. And again, the Ten of Cups, this is such a happy, happy card. So are the sunflowers. So definitely, I think part of what you need to do is get out and have some fun and forget about your problems for now. We have the Four of Cups. Again, this is a card that can talk about meditation, taking some time out, refocusing your energy, again, grounding. And remember earlier I mentioned meditation. So I think this really is mentioning that again, saying how important it is for you to reconnect with, maybe even reconnect with your inner child with the Lamb card. Let things go for a minute. Let ideas come to you. Remember I said to listen. Somebody might say something that kind of sparks an idea for you, or Spirit might be able to talk to you clearer. You might be able to hear these messages clearer when you sit and just sit and listen. We have the Six of Cups. Is there something that you've wanted to do? I think, if I didn't say this, I was thinking about it, but I think I mentioned this with the Queen of Wands. Are you feeling inspired to start something or go back to something that you've always wanted to do, or you've been thinking about doing something, or you've been thinking about starting something? The Six of Cups talks about this also. What is it in your past? What is it that it's like reigniting something. So if that's the case here, you're gonna get signs, you're gonna get clarification, you're gonna get maybe even someone from your past comes back. Maybe that's what started all this. Maybe you're not sure what to do because somebody came back into your life and you don't know, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? What should I do? We'll try to get more information about that. But definitely part of what you need to do to figure this out is sitting with yourself and really thinking about, how do you feel about, if you have multiple options, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? But really quieting your mind so that you can let spirit talk to you, so that you can really hear what spirit's trying to tell you. Then we have the Justice card. This is balance. This is coming into a place of cutting out anything that's not working for you. And you see this is right below the Six of Swords, which is very similar to that, where you're cutting out things that aren't working for you. You're moving away from something that's not working, moving into a quieter time of solitude, of patience, of more balance, but really trying to quiet the mind. Okay. And then I'm seeing also, once you do this, once you take these steps of walking away from something, or even just getting time to yourself, it's like almost a sense of freedom. And this is also a very positive card, along with the sunflowers that we have. This is clarity. This is seeing things clearer. This is saying, oh, okay, now I see, now it makes sense. And then moving forward with that. So ideas starting to come to you. Really, like, see this kind of crown sort of around her head? That just makes me think of clarity, and really having an understanding of maybe even why you were stuck for a little while. Maybe you're starting to realize, oh, okay, it has something to do with divine timing. Something like that. Okay, the Hanged Man. This also, like, you're so close. You're so close to taking a step forward, but you don't know what to do. You don't know how to go forward. But this card is also leading to transformation. You're not quite there yet, but this is also about grounding. This is patience. This is figuring things out. So you have a couple cards here that talk about kind of meditation, patience, listening, quieting the mind and listening. So that's very important. But while you're doing that, having some fun, not going from being so serious to being so serious, and meditating and being serious. Like, maybe even do something creative, but definitely do something that's fun, something that'll make you laugh. And then you will be able to hear these messages clearer. The Six of Wands. This is success. Look, you have the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands shine. Success. You're going to be successful. You're going to overcome these challenges that you're feeling right now. Other people are going to see how hard you work to get out of the situation. And other people will be willing to help you also. People are really going to admire the strength that it took, the tenacity, the any vision that you have. They're really going to admire that you were able to come from here. You walked away from the situation. You cleared your mind. You said, okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm not going to let fear hold me back anymore. I'm going to move forward with freedom. And you really put something into the world. People are going to admire that. We have the Four of Pentacles. Again, this is another card where it's okay to think about things. So maybe you're somebody who wants things to happen very, very quickly. Just know that sometimes things aren't going to happen as quickly as you want. And so there could definitely be a reason for that. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to think about things. It's okay to take longer than you anticipated to figure things out. So what I'm really getting with this card, Spirit wants you to know that you don't have to hold on so tightly. Holding on so tightly to, maybe you had an idea for something and it didn't work out. It's okay to let it go. You don't have to hold on so tightly to something that maybe is not meant for you, because there's something better coming along the way, something that's going to work out so much better than what you ever thought. So let loose a little bit, loosen up a little bit, have some fun, and then things will start to come to you. The Four of Wands. This is a card about, kind of, in this reading in particular, it makes me think of the Six of Wands. This is things coming together. This is success. This is celebration. And if you look here, it says freedom. Look at this, freedom and freedom. Okay, you're definitely moving forward. You're going to have success. Other people are going to be celebrating your success. And sometimes this has to do with partnership, marriage. And when we saw the Six of Cups here, and I mentioned this could be someone coming back from the past. So if this does have something to do with a relationship, maybe you're not sure if you should move forward with this person or not. What I'm seeing here, if that's the case, because I want to kind of mention everything that I see. So if this does have something to do with a relationship, we'll see what your last card is. But so far, it's like I'm seeing that maybe there's somebody came back into your life. Maybe you were getting out of another relationship, something like that, and you're afraid to get into another relationship because you just left this one. And you're just back and forth, back and forth. You don't know what to do. You're unsure. So we want to quiet the mind, remember. We want to have some fun. Maybe if somebody did come back into your life, maybe spend some time with them. Maybe go out and have some fun, do something fun with them. The Justice card. Maybe one or both of you had to get a divorce or had to move out if you were living with somebody. And then here we have, it's okay to take your time. So if this is somebody coming back into your life in a romantic sense, just know that it's okay to take your time. It's okay to explore each other. It's okay to spend time together without really committing to something. But I do see, whether this is a renewed relationship or if this is just something personal that's going on for you, I see that you're going to get through it. And I do see, I see success. I see happiness. It's very strong too. Then we have the Temperance card. Balance, harmony, healing. Okay. So again, if this is a relationship, since that's what we were just talking about, I see you two coming back together. I see you finding peace within this relationship. It's just, you need to take your time getting there. And then if this is more like a situation, which we were first talking about, I see things are going to work out for you. You're going to find the right elements to get things balanced. Things are going to start to come together. And it might be where, you're walking along the path and you're not sure where to go. You think it's going to be forever till you get there. Remember I said where you don't have to go through every single one of these lines, but you can kind of jump forward? What I'm getting with this card is that you might all of a sudden just leap forward, and how the lamb kind of jumps. So you might kind of leap forward or sideways and really come to almost the middle here, where it might be a little unexpected, where things just kind of fall into place, maybe a little unexpectedly. And that is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope to see you in a future reading. Hello, pile number 2. You have Blessing and you have Vulture. And what first came to my mind immediately when I saw this combination earlier when we were choosing your piles, your cards and your stones, the very first thing that came to my mind is that something ended in your life. Something came to an end. It might have been an abrupt end. It might have been something that was very, very painful for you. Whatever this was that came to an end, it was meant to be. Whatever you had before, I feel like it was holding you back. I feel like it was time for you to move on. So perhaps it was time for you to move on and you just weren't moving on. Okay, this is a blessing in disguise. Don't let the fear of the unknown or the sadness or whatever it is that may be overtaking you, because this is kind of a darker card, but it's paired with blessing. This is a blessing in disguise. Absolutely blessing in disguise. So that's the first thing that Spirit wants you to know, is that this is a blessing in disguise. Let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards to start. Spirit, for pile number 2, what should pile number 1, 2 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 2 do if they're feeling stuck? Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. So is this a relationship that ended, I wonder? Did something happen unexpectedly? I'm feeling a lot, my heart hurts. I'm feeling a lot of sadness here. So this might have been a relationship that ended. This could have been maybe your job. Maybe you were going through the interview process. Maybe you thought you had a job and then all of a sudden somebody else got the job, or maybe you didn't get into the school you wanted to go to. Whatever it is, it's very, very heavy. I can literally feel it in my heart right now. And I'm feeling tears. I'm seeing tears. I'm seeing crying. This is something absolutely devastating. Okay, it feels very devastating. And Spirit wants you to know to keep your heart open. So if you're feeling stuck right now, you don't know what to do. Number 1, keep your heart open. Let's see what else, Spirit. Speak your world into being. This card was in the first pile number 1. Speak your world into being. Keep your heart open and speak your world into being. So if something that you really wanted or something that you had came to an end, what is it that you want? Because maybe you think it was the perfect thing. Maybe you were dismissing red flags, whether it was a relationship or a job or whatever it was. There's something that was not right in this situation. So what I'm getting here with these 2 cards is keep your heart open, but listen to, there was something about the situation that was not what you thought it was, or you were ignoring things. So what is it that would have made that situation perfect? What is it that would have held that situation together, would have given it a better foundation? So that's the first thing that you want to do is, well, maybe the second thing. This was the first thing. So figure out what were the little pieces, what were the little holes in that situation that were not ideal, that were not perfect, that weren't meant for you. And then speak your world into being. Speak that into being. So if you really still want that situation, what would make that situation better, so that you can go out and find that situation but better? Does that make sense? I hope I'm trying to show you or tell you what I'm seeing. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what other messages Spirit has for you today. Spirit, for pile number 2, what should pile number 2 do if they're feeling stuck? Okay, this card really wants to come out, so let's look at this one. Dog devotion. First thing I'm getting with this card is being devoted to yourself. Okay, this is like a mirror looking at yourself. You deserve better than whatever the situation was. You deserve to fill in those holes that existed in this situation. So stay devoted to yourself because you have pure intentions. You're loyal. You're devoted. You deserve better than whatever the situation was. So keep that in mind. And what I just got also with this card is whatever this was, it wasn't you. You're not the reason why it didn't work out. Meaning, yes, there's a reason why it wasn't meant for you, but it's not your fault why this didn't work out. Okay, what else do you have for pile number 2? Blue Jay, resourcefulness. You're going to get signs. Things are going to come to you. Your intuition is going to open up. If you don't already know that this wasn't meant for you, you're going to understand why it wasn't meant for you. And once you get that understanding, or once you're honest with yourself, you're going to figure out how to fill in those holes that we talked about in this situation. You're going to get ideas. You're going to start to understand and start to figure out how to better yourself, how to make sure that you stay devoted to yourself, that you don't let someone or something kind of swallow you whole when you're in that situation, whether it's a relationship or a job or school, career, or even family. Whatever it is, if you need help, maybe you need help cleansing, maybe you need help kind of boosting your self-esteem, or you need help figuring out how to emotionally get past the situation, all you have to do is just look, and you're going to find resources. You're going to find somebody who went through something similar, or you're going to find somebody, let's say maybe you lost your job. You're going to find somebody who can help you. Who can help you get another job, who can help you kind of get your foot in the door somewhere. So don't fear that you don't have any resources to get you to the next place, because your resources are there. People know that you're very loyal, that you're devoted, and that is going to really work to your advantage, because people know that, and people are going to be willing to help you in this situation. Okay, let's look at your tarot cards now. Spirit, we're asking for pile number 2, please. What should pile number 2 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 2 do if they're feeling stuck? Oh, this one wants to come out. Okay, the 2 of Knives. So this is the 2 of Swords. And this can definitely be a card where you feel stuck. So pretty appropriate. But what this person is doing is they're doing some yoga, they're balancing, they're clearing their mind, they're taking a time out, they're thinking about things. Remember when I said being devoted to yourself in this card? This is taking care of yourself. This is looking after yourself first. You know, it's like when you're on the airplane, and if there's an emergency on the airplane, you're supposed to put the oxygen over your nose first. You need to take care of yourself first. Whether this has to do with another person or a situation, you need to calm your mind, you need to heal, and you need to look at things from a different perspective also, and understand that this darkness that came in was actually a blessing in disguise. Okay, then we have the 9 of Coins, which is the 9 of Pentacles. This is you really taking time to rebalance yourself, to come out of this on your own. But as you're starting to heal, you're going to see that you have other people there that are willing to help you. Remember I said here resourcefulness? You have a lot of people around you who are willing to help you. You have people who care for you. You have people who want to see you succeed. And it's like this is, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it makes me think of a chandelier. So someone shining the light brightly on people who are here for you. You're not alone. You might feel alone here. Like I said, this is really a darker feeling here because it's like you're feeling depressed. You're feeling like sad, maybe even angry. But you have people who are they're going to give you space because that's probably what you need and they know that. But then they're going to offer you comfort. You know, it looks like there's food and beverages here. So they're going to be there to help you come out on the other side. And we have the 10 of Knives, which is the 10 of Swords. Whatever this was, it's done. It's complete. It's over. It's final. There's no going back. And like I said, it caused depression. It may have even caused physical pain, like where your stomach hurts, your heart hurts, your mind literally hurts, your eyes hurt from crying. This was absolutely devastating. And it probably felt like your world was ending. Maybe you felt like you literally weren't going to be able to carry on from that point. But you see here the sun's starting to come through. The clouds are starting to dissipate. So keep that in mind. Again, this happened for a reason. It really happened for a reason. Whatever the situation was, it wasn't devoted to you. It wasn't meant for you. It might have been meant for you for a time so that you could learn something from this. And also, I think part of what you're going to learn from this is how much people care for you, how much people love you and support you. And that wasn't the only lesson here. Believe me, you would not have gone through all this if that was just the only thing. But that's part of what you're going to see coming out of this. Okay, so just know that this is going to pass. We have the 7 of Knives, which is the 7 of Swords. It's almost like definitely you were being protected from something that you couldn't see. This person doesn't have any eyes. Spirit was protecting you. There was something here that either you refused to see, you ignored, or you just couldn't see yet. So the situation is making you stronger, number one. Was also protecting you. And I really feel that once you can escape this energy here, once you can heal your heart, you're going to be able to see or reflect back and say, yeah, you know what, I did see warning signs. So let's just say if you had a job interview and it was, you know, what you thought was your perfect job and you really had to work at this company, and you know, maybe weird things happen. Maybe, you know, in the parking lot, something happened. Maybe you got out of your car and your phone fell to the ground. Maybe you get inside and you just have kind of an off feeling. And, you know, maybe you meet the person who's interviewing you and something just about them is just off. But you ignore all this because you really, really want to work for this company. So you can't really, or you're not acknowledging those red flags. Or the same thing in a relationship. Maybe you really, really want to have a relationship with somebody, you go on a first date, there's something that's really off about this person. Or maybe you're in a relationship with somebody and you start to see little red flags, but you know, you've invested time and then whatever the situation is, it just comes crashing down. It could have even been unexpected. Or maybe you found out that somebody wasn't being faithful. Whatever the situation, is extremely painful, but moving forward, you're going to be less likely to ignore these signs, or you're going to have your eyes open a little bit more. And also, you're going to know what you want. You're going to know what you don't want. And so you're going to be able to speak your mind. You're going to be able to tell the universe what you want. And you're going to be able to call that into your life. Okay, Then we have the Eight of Wands. You're moving away from this situation. You learned your lessons. You're moving away from it. Look how light, how the energy in this card is so much different. So we're moving forward. Maybe you're even actually moving. Maybe you're moving location. Maybe you're moving out of the city, the state, the country, whatever it is. This could have been a catalyst for you to start something new. This could have also been an eye-opener for you to say, oh, you know what? I'm so glad that happened, because now I'm seeing that just wasn't meant for me. And actually, I'm meant to go all the way over here instead of over here. So it's like changing your path, but it's going to be like in a positive way. Okay, and then we have the Five of Knives, which is the Five of Swords. As you're moving away from the situation, you might start to kind of battle yourself. You might have self-doubt. You might even try to get back into the situation. But I'm telling you, the universe is going to block you. Look at this card here. Can you see that? There's someone sitting here, like, watching this. And you see all these people, it's like spectators. It's like watching a sport or something. And to me, what I'm seeing with this card is these two figures, this is you. This is you flip-flopping. See, this person's wearing black and white, white and black. This is you flip-flopping. This is you trying to get back into the situation that did not work for you. Or you going back and forth in your head, trying to figure out, oh, is there something I could have done that would have made it work? Or, is it my fault? Did I do something wrong? No, it's just that the situation was not meant for you. Okay? So Spirit is saying, Spirit is saying that this is definitely a possibility of what you will be doing. But it's also saying that if you do this, once you're moving forward, try to let go of this. Nothing is going to come of this. You can, for the rest of your life, you can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you understand that it was a blessing in disguise. You're probably not going to fully move on and move away from this. So just keep that in mind as you are moving forward, that you are being protected. It was divinely guided. So the advice from Spirit is, if you can, just let it go and understand that it's a blessing in disguise. But that's up to you. You have free will. I am just the messenger. Then we have the Ten of Wands. Whatever the situation was, you were doing things all on your own. You were by yourself. So if you were in a relationship, it's like you took care of things. You went to the grocery store, you cooked dinner, you cleaned the house, you did everything, and you weren't feeling appreciated. If this was a job that ended, you were really kind of carrying that department, or you were doing most of the work. Your coworkers weren't doing much, so you had to take that extra load because it kind of shined on all of you. And this is coming to an end. You're almost done. This could also mean that the burden of feeling devastated, of feeling depressed, of feeling lonely, this is coming to an end. What you need to do, though, is take some time to yourself, clear your mind, let go of the mental back and forth. Okay, what else, Spirit? Three of Coins. And look at this Three of Coins is right below the Nine of Coins, which is the Pentacles. Remember up here, I said that initially you're the one doing the work. Initially, you need to rebalance yourself. You need to take a time out. But then you start to see people offering to help you. Remember the resourcefulness, people offering resources. And here with the Three of Coins, you can see here, this person is working on themselves. They're working on getting back to who they are. But the Three of Coins is also a card of coming together, of helping. So yes, you are going to start, once you move on from this, you are going to start the process on your own, but you have resources here if you need anything. You know, this person looks like they are contemplating, okay, what should I paint next on this canvas? Well, if you need help with your next step, you have people here who are willing to help you. So yes, this is something that you're going to have to go through on your own, in the sense of, you know, doing some reflecting, thinking, going back and forth for a while, and then letting it go. But in the meantime, if you need to talk to somebody about this, you have people here, you have people to help you, people to guide you, people to talk you through it. So just keep that in mind. And then we have the Nine of Wands. It has been quite the battle. It has been quite the marathon to get here. But you don't give up. And again, see here, usually the Nine of Wands in a lot of decks, in most decks that I've worked with, it's just one person. One person who is almost there. One person who has just a little bit further to go. Remember I said with the Ten of Wands here, you're almost there. Don't give up. You've been doing it all on your own this whole time. But here, you have people cheering you on. You have people who are there to help you. You have people to support you through this devastation that you went through. This could even be a support group. This could be somebody who went through what you went through. People who understand you. People who see you for who you really are, and people who resonate with you. People who can feel that pain that you went through. So people are definitely going to be cheering you on. People want to see you succeed. Whatever the situation was, if this was a person over here, this person didn't necessarily want to see you succeed because they were selfish, maybe jealous. If this was a job, I don't even think they wanted to see you succeed. They really just wanted you there to fill a seat. And if you weren't there, then someone else would be there. It's like, this didn't appreciate you. But these people that are around you do appreciate you, and this is where you should be focusing your energy. You should be focusing your energy on yourself, and you should be focusing your energy on these people who are there to support you, because this doesn't deserve your energy. Okay, then we have the Six of Wands. Look at how pretty that card is. Look at this person is just on top of their game. They're winning. And this is a celebration card. This is people celebrating you. Which is what this Nine of Wands reminds me of. People are cheering you on. You're almost there. Don't give up. You're almost, you've almost figured it out. This is a victory card. So just know you have support all around you. You're moving on from the situation if you choose to. That's your choice. But Spirit wants you to know that they do see you moving on. And it's like you're coming out of this so much stronger. Again, speak your world into being. Going back to that for just a minute. The Six of Wands, you're coming out of the situation almost a completely different person. Completely different. Now you know what you don't want. Therefore, you can manifest what you want. Remember, we don't want to speak into our world what we don't want. We want to speak into our world what we want. So maybe you'll take more time now in manifesting things and really thinking about what is most important for you and speaking that into being, instead of maybe before you were like, well, I want money because I have so many bills. No, you want to bring more money into your life and then leave that other part somewhere else. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's see what else we have here. Is this one card? These cards are a little thick. Okay. The Ace of Knives, which is the Ace of Swords. this goes back to what I was literally just saying about speaking into the world what you want. Your thoughts are clear. Look at this outfit. This is a no-nonsense person, knowing what you want. And look at this bird here. I don't know. It's like, no, I don't want that. You know, the vulture here is like coming for you. The situation is out of your control here. But here you're a boss. Here, no situation is ever going to be taken from you, because you're not going to put yourself back in a situation that's not meant for you. So just know that your thoughts are clear. You're going after what you want. Nothing's going to stop you from getting what you want. And what I see here also is that now you're so much stronger. You're so much more independent too, is what I'm getting here. And anything that comes anywhere close to you, kind of like what this card a little bit, this going back and forth, but you're transforming from this to this. So this card is transforming where if anything tries to come into your space, you're like, nope, not again. And so I'm seeing you transform from this to this, which is really cool. And then the 8 of baskets, which is the 8 of cups, which goes back to what I've been saying, is that you're walking away from the hurt. You're walking away from the pain, and you're going to know that you don't ever want to go back here. It's like the 10 of knives, the 10 of swords. It's so final, you walking away from this. And as you continue your path away from this situation, you're really going to know that you are never, ever, ever going to find yourself back in that situation again. Remember what we talked about here in with the Ace of Swords here? Anytime the situation or a red flag or anything like that comes up, you're just gonna, and it's gonna go away. And so that's what you need to do if you're feeling stuck. You need to get mental clarity, get balance, come back to yourself, let this go. It was a blessing in disguise. Let it go, keep your heart open, speak into the world what you want, walk away from it, and you're gonna soar. And don't forget, this is so important, don't forget that you have people around you to help you. You have resources. You're very devoted. You're very loyal. And you're going to start to see how loyal people are in your life. And if they're not there yet, this change in your energy is going to bring them, it's going to bring you two together, or not just you two, but these loyal people and you are going to come together. Okay, I hope that made sense. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I do hope to see you in a future reading. Hello, pile number 3. You have learn, and you also have stingray. What I'm getting from both of these is that you're learning something. There could be a pattern that you've been repeating, or lessons that you're not quite getting. Something that's repeating. I just keep getting something that's repeating. So this is about you learning lessons, kind of moving on from a cycle, being confident, having personal growth, becoming more aligned and becoming stronger, going after what you want, and not having fear. I don't know if you've had fear. Maybe you're feeling stuck because you have fear about, well, if I go this way, what if I was meant to actually go this way? You know, that kind of thing. Or fear of maybe I won't succeed, or maybe just like a lack of confidence. Maybe you need to work on aligning your chakras, clearing your energy, healing on some level from something. maybe learning your lessons and then moving on from that situation. Let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards and see what else we can find. Okay, Spirit, for pile number 3, what should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck? What should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck? Take inspired action. How cool is that? What inspires you? What do you want to do? It's full moon in Virgo. What do you want to do? Take inspired action. Remember, I was saying learning your lesson and moving on. You don't have to dwell on something, so learn that lesson and move on. Learn something. Maybe this is talking about actually learning a new skill or learning how to do something, learning how to put your ideas out into the world. Maybe you want to, start a business or go back to school, or maybe you want to learn a new language, or maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to become like a travel blogger, something like that. Maybe you're not sure how to do that, but Spirit is saying, if you're feeling stuck, take some sort of action, get moving, do something to get yourself in the field. That could be literally or figuratively getting in the field of, if you want to start something, what is that? And taking steps of putting yourself there, whether that's literally or maybe doing research online or practicing, whatever it is. It's like get moving, learn how to do something. Trust all will be well. New moon in Virgo. So a lot of Virgo energy here. I don't know a lot about astrology, so I'm not going to talk about that, but you have full moon in Virgo and new moon in Virgo. So trust all will be well. Trust that moving forward, things are going to work out for you. Of course, you might have lessons to learn along the way. You might have a lot of things to learn. You might stumble here and there, but in the end, everything's going to work out. Everything is going to line up for you. But the first step is take that action. And it's like, have confidence. Have confidence that your ideas are worth pursuing. Okay, let's look at your other oracle cards. Spirit, for pile number 3. What should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck? Ooh, this one wants to come out. Okay. Owl dreaming. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? Put your ideas out there. Start brainstorming. Start thinking of how you can take inspired action. What is it that you can do? You might be in a little bit of a funk because you're feeling stuck, because you're not necessarily moving, but what I'm getting is taking inspired action, and the stingray kind of, can move very quickly. So learning how to bring those ideas to life. What is it that you need to do to get your creativity flowing? Listen to your dreams also. Spirit might come to you in your dreams. You might have psychic visions. You might, I just got moving. Are you moving somewhere? Are you trying to move somewhere? Are you traveling? Remember when I said like being a travel blogger or something like that, which is very, very specific, but I try to mention everything that kind of comes to me, even if it is brief, that could be meant for someone who's listening to this. Okay, what else do you have for pile number 3? This card here is really wanting to come out. Okay, seahorse reflection. So dreaming and reflection, and look at how these two cards are like the same colors, but they're just kind of reversed a little bit. Look at that. That's very interesting. Reflection. What is it that would make you happy? Why are you feeling stuck? Are you trying to figure out your lessons? Are you trying to move forward, but you don't know how, you don't know why, you know what I mean? It's like, what I'm getting is a sense of confusion about something. So really start moving forward on whatever it is, because I'm feeling like you have some sort of idea about something, but you're not sure maybe how to get started, what to do, who to talk to, where to go. It starts with just an idea, and then putting yourself in that situation. So in your mind's eye, putting yourself, seeing yourself in that situation, looking in the mirror, thinking about, you know, like manifesting is what I'm trying to say. So manifesting, seeing yourself already doing whatever it is that you want to do. And so that way you'll really start to bring it to life. You'll bring your dreams to life. You'll start to envision things. You'll start to really start to bring that energy to life, put some life into that energy, that idea that you have. So let's look at your tarot cards and see what else we can find. Spirit, for pile number 3, what should pile number 3 do if they're feeling stuck, please? The 9 of Wands. First of all, don't give up, because you're very close to getting what you want. You're very powerful. Your mind is powerful. The stingray and this cat here is very, 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 I'm getting very focused. You're very strong. You know what you want. And start taking action to get there. Why are you feeling stuck? Because I'm really not seeing that you're stuck here. It may be challenging. You may have a lot of challenges. Is that what it is? Maybe you've been trying to get things off the ground or get things going and you've had a lot of challenges. I don't see you having a problem getting through those challenges. Spirit definitely wants you to know that you're not stuck. Keep moving forward, keep taking those steps forward. Maybe you have been taking actions to bring this idea to life, and maybe you've had some speed bumps along the way, and that's why Spirit wants you to know that all will be well. Okay, what else do you have for us, Spirit? 7 of Pentacles. Okay, starting to make sense to me. I think it seems like whatever you've been doing, it's been taking a while. Maybe going through this process, you've lost a little bit of self-confidence because things, for one reason or the other, you've had all these difficulties. And I always think when there's difficulties like that, but you really have a gut feeling that you're on the right path, sometimes that has to do with divine timing. Sometimes things haven't quite aligned on your path along the way or over here. And so you're kind of in a holding pattern for a little while. So just know that you can take time out to reflect on things. And even though things may be going slow, there's things happening beneath the surface. There's things happening that Spirit can see, but you can't necessarily see. And then you have the sunflower here. And sunflower is such a positive sign. To trust that all will be well. Things are moving along, they're just going slow, but you're going to overcome any issues that may come up. Then you have the 5 of Cups. So as you're moving along here, you're having difficulties, you're having something didn't work. Something in your idea didn't work. First of all, what you need to know, Spirit says, trust all will be well. A couple things didn't work. However, it's like this person like threw the net out there and maybe you brought something back in, but it's like, ew, like it didn't work. Or maybe you're like, you tried this idea, you tried to develop something, a part of your idea, and then you say, oh, well, that didn't work out. Okay, well, that's okay because only two things didn't work. You have more ideas, you have more positive things over here. So anything that didn't work just wasn't meant to follow you in this process. So don't cry, like this card says, don't cry over spilt milk, because learn your lesson and move on. It's really not worth devoting any more time to this piece of it. To whatever didn't work, keep moving forward. Stay strong, move forward. The 10 of Cups. Look at this. You lost 2 cups here. You still have 3 cups here. And then you have 10 bright cups here. So don't cry over what was lost. There's something better for you, something that's going to work out better. So they're most likely you learned something here. So if you're feeling stuck, reflect back, why didn't this work? What would have made this work better? And then coming out of that, you're going to start to see, oh, okay, I'm getting it now. These cups here, you know, they're kind of dull. They're not really shiny. These cups over here seem to be a little bit shinier than these here. But these cups, look at how bright and shiny these are. Look how happy everyone is here. So some things didn't work out for a reason, because you're gonna get better ideas. Keep dreaming, keep having visions about what it is that you want, what it is that you want to see, and you can bring those visions to life. The Queen of Cups. What would really make you happy? I think once you reflect back, you'll see, oh yeah, those ideas really weren't working, or those people, or that situation. So if you are feeling stuck, think about what's holding you back. What is it that you couldn't quite hold on to? And then I see you becoming more inspired. I see you being grateful, looking back on things, grateful that this didn't work out. Look at this. You have a pearl here. It's like inspired action. It's things almost coming to you without you really even putting forth a lot of effort. Like once you get past this, once you quit feeling stuck and actually take some action. This is balance also. Using your intuition. Because with the chakras aligned here, this is where you need to get. Your intuition, your confidence, maybe you have the confidence, but there's something in there that's like a wrench in your plan or something. So get rid of that, clear that, align your chakras, heal your energy, learn your lesson, move on, because you have so much balance, you have so much insight, you have a really keen sense of like your psychic ability, but a sense of figuring things out and finding balance with everything. And we have the Judgment card. It's like once you stop looking at these cups here that did not work out for you, once you let that go, it's like an aha moment. You're going to say, oh my gosh, remember what I said? Looking back, you're going to realize, okay, that's why it didn't work out. And I see that here. This is breathing new life into a situation. This is when you stop crying and you start going after what you want. Again, you start taking that inspired action. Not being, not letting these obstacles hold you back, knowing that, okay, it's been tough. I'm tired. I'm sick of trying. I'm sick of things not working out. But taking a time out to reflect on things, letting go of what didn't work, and letting go of those hard lessons. Not letting go, but letting go of that energy of being tired from learning things, and holding on to the positives of those lessons. And this is a card that can mean starting over, but in this situation, it's like you're not starting over from the beginning. you're breathing new life into your ideas, into yourself, into your situation. So it's like almost like being re-inspired, understanding why things didn't work, and then kind of being like, oh, okay, well, I feel better now that I know why that didn't work, and then feeling just lighter and healthier, more balanced, and able to move forward easier. We have the Hermit card. So when things aren't working exactly as they should, it's okay to take a time out. Like we see here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's okay to take a time out to try to figure things out, to meditate on things, to clear your chakras, clear your mind, and come back with a different perspective. Almost like what we see with the Judgment card here. It's like just clearing the fog. It's like getting rid of fog. So if you're feeling stuck, is your mind foggy? Do you need to take a time out? Do you need to reevaluate things? Do you need to also look at how far you've come? Don't dismiss how far you've come. Look at the Seven of Pentacles. All these pentacles are starting to come out of the ground, and there's one that's really growing really high. So don't discount that. So make sure that you shine a light on your progress also. Because if you've had difficulties, the reason why you could be feeling stuck and you don't know what to do is because all you can see is what you lost. You're not seeing how much you've actually progressed with other pieces of this idea. We have the Three of Swords. As you're going forward, you might go back and forth. You might go back and forth. You might say, okay, I'm going to listen to this reading. I'm going to try not to think about these things that didn't work here. And then you're doing good, doing good, doing good. And then something else happens, some other difficulty, and it takes you back. It's like your ego is taking you back to that point where all you can think about is what didn't work out. Why is this so difficult? Why can't I get through this? Am I not supposed to be going on this path? I'm seeing all of these thoughts here. And what Spirit is saying is if you start to feel that way, just take a time out. Because remember, up here, trust all will be well. Spirit is telling you that you're on the right path. It's just going to be a little difficult. It's with the Nine of Wands, things aren't just going to be smooth sailing. You're going to have some difficulties. You're going to have to figure things out. But it's going to work out in the end. So don't let this get you down. Whenever you start to feel really devastated, really down, like you don't want to continue, you just want to give up, remember the Nine of Wands. This is the card saying, don't give up. Keep going. The Ace of Pentacles. This goes with what I was just saying. You have a great idea. You have a great path here. You're headed in the right direction. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not. It's not going to be easy. You need to work through the problems that come up. You need to believe in yourself. Okay, I'm seeing here that in the beginning you really trusted yourself, you really trusted your intuition, you knew where you were going, you had this vision, you saw yourself, in that situation, you saw yourself being successful in that. And don't lose sight of that when you come upon these difficulties. Okay? A lot of hard work, but you're going to be rewarded for your hard work. This is a really, really good path. If this path has something to do with money or security or comfort, anything like that, you're going to get all of those things. Just keep going. It's a bit of a windy path, but you're going to get there. We have the Chariot. I love how your cards are lining up. All of these cards are just going so perfectly together. The Chariot is hard work. The Chariot is putting in the work. The Chariot is not giving up. The Chariot is coming out of a situation like a changed person. It's learning those lessons along the way. It's having that confidence, not losing that confidence. This is really creating such a strong foundation. So because you're going to learn how to work through these problems, you're going to learn how to work through feeling stuck. Okay? And because you keep going, you don't give up when you want to. When you want to give up, when you're feeling devastated, when you're just screaming like, I can't do this anymore. And then the next day you get over it. Okay, let's say hypothetically. Once you get to the other side, you are going to be so strong and so happy. And you're really going to look back and you're going to realize that you can get through anything. You made it through this. You're going to be able to get through any problems that may come up in the future. And you're going to feel a sense of relief. You're going to feel a sense of like proud. You're going to be proud that you made it through this. You're going to be proud that your dreams are coming true. We have the moon. This is using your intuition. This is knowing that there are solutions to problems. This is figuring out how to keep going, even though you might not know exactly where the path is taking you, or not knowing exactly how to go, how to move forward on this path. This is moving through frustrations. This is quieting your mind, getting your body, your mind, body, and soul cleared, so that you can listen to your intuition, so that you can call in like your, what is the word I'm looking for? It's sometimes doing things differently than the way they've been done before. So what could be causing you so much frustration and things that aren't working for you? It could be because you've been trying to do them the wrong way. So this is looking at things kind of outside the box. Maybe the way people did it before is not the way you should do it because you're different from those people, or your situation is different, or maybe you're supposed to be more innovative. You're supposed to learn how to do things in a different way because this way is going to be better for you. So keep that in mind as you're going forward, that you don't have to do things the way they've always been done before. You can walk your own path, your own way, the way that works for you. And we have the Ace of Wands. Look at how awesome this is, how there's another like path here. There's a road here. And what I was just saying, because the Ace of Wands is like taking inspired action. And what I was just saying about doing things your own way, finding your own path, you don't have to do things the exact same way they've been done before. So follow your own path, do things your way. What inspires you? What do you want to transform? What do you want to create? Because you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So you're going to get to where you're going. You might not know exactly how you're going to get there, or the way that you thought you were going to get there didn't work in the beginning. And that's why you're feeling stuck. So maybe try to do things a little bit different. Maybe try this instead of that. Maybe look at each individual problem that you have and try to do it a different way. Do it a way that other people haven't done. So think outside of the box, be inspired, and move forward with that inspiration. Because I really see a lot of success. I see you have a lot of passion for what you're doing. I think this is a great idea. And I think that as long as you can stick to it and not let this hurt, this pain, this devastation that you feel from time to time as things are taking so long to work for you, as long as you can work through this, you're going to get to where you want to be. That is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it all made sense for you. And I do hope to see you in a future reading.